Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now today's video is a whip of the week. I think I've missed probably 2 or 3 weeks at this point. I will go into that, I'll go into that. You might hear background noise because I have got the window open. For some reason I'm having really hot flashes. So it is what it is, we've got background noise. I started this page, not turn my light on, I started this page in Clara Markova, Fairy Touch of Magic, a while ago. I do try and aim to finish all of the, start and finish all of the nameplate pages. And I don't know why I've not come back to this, so I'm just going to be colouring this while I chat away basically. Make sure my phone's on silent, the light is on, yep, the window is open. I'm using Artex pencils today, I still really am enjoying these. And just a disclaimer, my finger's still a bit yucky. The nail finally came off, so it's healing, so no nail polish or anything. I've cut them straight back and hopefully they'll just heal and be back to normal in a couple of months. But oh my god, that was painful. That was painful. So yeah, I want to start off. I can't even remember what I've used on this page. I've got a funny feel that it is watercolour. I think it might have been the Albrecht Dürer for most of it, and then just a normal watercolour background. So let me just pick a couple of pencils out. I don't keep these really all, well I do, but not as much as other pencils. If they go back in the wrong place, I'm not overly fussed. I want a couple of neutral shades just to start off with. So yeah, what date are we today? Come on phone, it's because it's on charge. Well, it's the first, See, and I've not even filmed my finished pages. And it all ties together. I've just not been the headspace for making videos, and to be totally honest, I've barely even sat up here the past month, I want to say. So I've decorated my room as you saw in that little vlog, and then after I decorated it, I just didn't feel inspired to come and sit in it, and I know that's like, it's the opposite of what it should have made me feel like, but it did. So I'm slowly getting back into doing a bit of art and colouring. I've mainly been reading and diamond painting. I've been doing a lot of reading actually, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I used to read a lot when I was younger, and then I read a lot when I was pregnant with Isabel. And then obviously the baby comes and there's not enough time for reading. That's why it's like 6 years that I haven't properly sat down and read a book, and I managed to get through 1, 2, 3, 4 books in about 2 weeks. It's like every spare minute I've just been reading. So yeah, I just want to start off with this little guy's hat. I don't know if this is going to be the correct colour or not, and I probably should have zoomed you in a little bit. I don't want to bring you in too close because you'll see me yucky finger and it's not nice. It's not nice. So yeah, we had the week off school, which was fine and dandy, and I had all these different plans that I wanted to do with Isabel, just me and her. I wanted to take her to the Trafford Centre, I wanted to take her to one of our local towns, I wanted to attempt to take her swimming, and that all just went out the window because she got quite poorly again with one of her normal chest infections that she just tends to pick. If there's a cold going around at school, she will pick it up and it turns into a chest infection within a matter of hours. We can see it coming now. So it goes from like the snotty nose to the coughing, and then we just know instantly. Me and my husband just look at each other and go, here we go again. Here we go again, so antibiotics time. So yeah, all last week it was just sitting in the house. I think I managed to get out on the Thursday to the retail park, which consisted of me stopping every 2 seconds to check that her nose was okay and she was comfortable in a chair. And yeah, it was difficult. I did feel like pulling my hair out. I had no one to talk to in the day, but all you mummies will understand that. Mummies and daddies that stay at home, you'll all understand that. You feel like you go and buy me with kids' TV on throughout the day, and then the times that she wasn't in a bedroom in the afternoon, watching a DVD basically giving me a break, that was the only time I had a chance to like do the housework or get tea prepped. So the last thing on my mind was to run upstairs and start doing a video. I just was not, you know. So once I'd done all my jobs and I had a spare half an hour, I'd sit down and read, and that's what I've been doing. But I think it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, and it's Wednesday, so it must have been Monday. I was just feeling really, really terrible about my channel members because I was so slacking on them basically. So with my channel members, it's with the roller membership, it's meant to be quicker comments back, which I'm terrible at comments at the best of times, and I do try. And then with the Eevee one, it's meant to be what you get with the roller one, but a video, like face-to-face video over Instagram once a month. And because of the way that I've been feeling, and then I did plan on doing these video calls the week before Isabel broke up, and I was quite poorly one of the days, so they got cancelled. And then I couldn't do all last week because obviously she was off school and she was sick and I had enough going on. And then Monday I just felt awful. Anyway, on my community tab on members only would have seen, and you know what I'm talking about. You lovely people, you know what I'm talking about, and such nice comments back. You know, you said that I'd be here, you'd be here, you know, for when I come back, because I was seriously like thinking, I'm going to cancel the memberships. I'm just going to say that I'm going to be off YouTube for a while because I don't know what the situation is going to be. I mean, we're March now, so another 16 days. Well, actually it's 15 because we've got the pre-op day. The day before is going to be busy as well. I just don't know what's going to be in store. And like at the moment as well, like the free time that I've got, I'm sort of pushing myself to sit down and colour a little bit. But in saying that, I did do, let me just show you. So during that 2-week period, I did end up doing this one, and I can't tell you how much I enjoyed doing this, and it's completely and utterly out of my comfort zone, and I was shocked with my abilities, to be honest, because usually with colouring fur, I'm dreadful. I'm absolutely dreadful. I've got no confidence in it. Give me watercolour paint and I'll do you a painting. Give me fur, I was no. But I was really happy with this outcome, and I had this on my desk, and I was watching. What was I watching? Oh, I was catching up on Happy Valley. If anybody's in the UK, you might have watched it. I'm only up to episode 4, and I was watching an episode of that. I think I finished this in an episode and a half, so it took me like an hour and a half, and I love it. I love it. A pan pastel background, and it's printed on the Strathmore tone tan paper. I'm debating whether I should actually do. I'm not going to zoom you back in. Well, shall I? Shall I? So yeah, I'm debating whether I should actually do a finished pages, because there's only 6-7 pages maybe, and one of them pages I can't actually show you because I did right at the start of the month for Colouring Heaven, so it's you know, I can't show it yet. That was another thing. I managed to do the Colouring Heaven video, and it took me a long time, a longer time than usual to do it, because they're not like normal just me sitting down doing this, you know. And they asked me to do another one, but unfortunately what they asked me to do, I couldn't commit to it. I really couldn't commit to it, which was really unfortunate. So I'm just hoping, I've explained to them my circumstances, and once the surgery's over and done with, and I'm back at home, then maybe I'll be able to do it. So I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed, that they'll ask me again, because I think that's the second time that I've had to say no due to just other commitments. So yeah, here's to hoping basically. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing that cat page. And if I do a finished pages, you'll see it a little bit more detailed, and I'll go into a little bit more with what I did. I missed a big chunk. Okay, so that mustard colour there. But we're doing extra physio as well with Isabel, and then we've got the house sorted. So you might have seen a picture on the community tab. So I've been having to practice with that, because once she's had this back surgery, I can't lift her up the way that I'm lifting her up now, and she's so flipping heavy. So we've had to get the hoist, and they've had to teach me how to use it. But it's really hard getting her from the hoist to her, from her wheelchair to the everyday chair. So I've requested, and I'm just waiting for it now. She's got a new chair, a new wheelchair, which I forgot to take a picture of this morning. It's more compact than what she had, that snappy size 2. But it's so much heavier. It's unbelievably heavy. I can just about get it over the lip of the front door for getting out on the buzz in the morning. I've cracked my knuckle. You can see it's bruised there. I cracked my knuckle and split it, trying to get her over it because I caught it on the bloody door. So yeah, that morning, I think that was Monday morning that happened, I was effing and jeffing going out onto the buzz because it was so painful. It was like, you know, when you stump your toe and it's swollen ever so slightly, so I'm having to be careful when I'm taking her out. But she looks more comfortable in it, and the idea now is we're going to get rid of her everyday chair and get a tray for her wheelchair and use that as everything basically. So we've not got 2 pieces of equipment in the house, even though we've got the house now. The chairs are so similar, there's no need to have 2. So that brings me on to Friday, when she was just getting over like the cold, flu, chest infection, and I had to go out. I had to go to the wheelchair service, which I can't physically walk there. It'd probably take me about an hour and a half to walk there, so I had to get her on the bus. And I had the typical comments of, isn't she a bit big to be in a buggy? Or doesn't she look comfortable in that pram? You just hold your tongue. Hold your tongue. I got off the bus, and I got there, literally, our appointment was at 3 o'clock. Got there just on time. Got in, she started kicking off, as she does, because she doesn't understand, you know, you get somewhere, you have to wait. And the fire alarm went off. Yep, fire alarm went off. So we were stood outside for 25-30 minutes in the freezing cold, waiting for it was the police that actually came out, because it turns out that somebody with mental health problems had set off the extinguisher. So anyway, we went in, got the appointment sorted, got a new chair, and I left the building. And as I was leaving the building, it's a split like doctors, and it's got the wheelchair service, and it's got all the different like physio and stuff. It's a pretty big building. So I come out the main entrance, and then you've got the pharmacy on the left hand side, and I'm like all flustered because she's getting upset, and then I'm trying to push this new heavy chair, trying to figure it out, and then I'm on the phone to the OT trying to sort the tray out while I'm walking out, because I needed to do it there and then. And then as I walk out the building, this man that apparently had the mental health problems, you know, I can't say whether he did or didn't, it's just, you know, when you're walking through corridors and you hear people talking. He was just in his boxer shorts, being pinned down by 2 police officers. He was full of dirt. He had cuts all over him, like it looked like slashes, so he probably did have, you know, problems and whatnot. And he was screaming to the police, get her up, get off me. And I'm dropping Isabel's bag. A woman had to help me trying to get me across the road because I couldn't get down the curb, because it was just like, oh, it was it was an ordeal. It was an ordeal. So from there I thought, oh, it'll be a good idea to walk to my town from here. It'll probably only take about 10-15 minutes, and 45 minutes later I'm still walking. So I had really good exercise that day. I met up with my husband. I literally walked into Primark and walked out with nothing, because I couldn't be bothered queuing up in the massive queues, and then we had to walk to the WIP party's car. It was like, oh. Yeah, but I felt it that night, the exercise, I felt it. So all the mixture of that, and then not being able to do much at the weekend, it just all built up on Monday morning. Monday I was like, right, first day I've got free, I'm going to do this, this and this. I need to do this, this and this. I need to ring this person, I need to do this, and I need to do that. And I ended up spending most of the morning in bed catching up on sleep, because obviously she's just been horrendous. I've been trying to get hold of a paediatrician now for a week and a half. She got switched over to a new one. I've still not met the woman. It's been 10 months. So I need to ring up again today. I've been ringing up every single day basically, murdering trying to get hold of someone, because the medication that she's on for sleeping, it's not doing anything, so what's the point in giving it her? But I can't suddenly stop it. I need to speak to them first. So yeah, I need to get in contact with them. But like I said, I just felt uber guilty about just lacking. And I know that, you know, a lot of you understand, you say you have got a lot going on and this, that and the other, but there's a lot more other people that have a lot more going on, and they work and they've got this, that and the other, and they still manage to do it. So I just feel a bit guilty. But I did start a page yesterday, and I kind of calls on page. I need to finish off. I was letting it dry. I don't know if I'm going to have time this afternoon now. It might have to be this evening that I finish that video off. It's dried beautifully. It's a watercolour background. It's dried really nice. And again, I enjoyed doing that. So it's like, once I force myself to come upstairs and sit up here and get all my stuff out, I thoroughly enjoy it. But it's just the having the mindset of... it's not just that, because I'm on my own all the time. When my husband's home, I like being downstairs with him. I got him a present as well. If you've have you watched the Jeremy Clarkson Farm season 2 was on not long ago. Well, it's on Amazon actually. I think it's still on Amazon. We loved series 1 and we really enjoyed season 2. And I managed to find him the actual beers that were made, the ciders that were made on the farm. In the crisp, and I ordered him like a small crate of the beer, a small crate of the cider. I think it were 4 bags of crisp. My God, it wasn't cheap. But the man never buys himself anything. He never ever. Like, I'll buy myself diamond paintings and colouring stuff, and he never buys himself anything. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to treat him. So I'm still waiting for the darn ciders to turn up. They're being delivered by Yodel, which doesn't fill me with confidence. But the lagers turned up yesterday, and he was really happy last night. He started to try and grow his own vegetables as well. I think he's a farmer. It's comical in the morning. He comes down and he checks if they've sprayed it and whatnot. I think the chilies did actually spray it this morning. And then he's just waiting for payday, and he's buying, you know, like one of them wooden things that you put outside, like a miniature greenhouse. And he's going to attempt it. But we got the plans back as well for the renovations on what's going to happen. I'll have to get a drink. Yeah, we got back the renovations for the house, and it's what we thought. It is what we thought. They are going to change Isabel's room to the wet room, our current kitchen into her bedroom. They're going to knock the conservatory down, which I'm absolutely gutted about, but it is what it is. And yeah, build a kitchen there at the back of the house. So we're going to end up losing half of the garden. Again, there's no point in whinging about it. It is what it is. We should just be happy that it's getting sorted, which I am. I just don't know when it's going to start. We still need the engineers to come out to the house to just check that... what did he say now? This is Danny that's told me this. I can't remember what he said now. I think it's to check like the main structures in the house. You know, like keep obviously the walls and stuff up. I think it's to check them. Could be wrong. So we're just waiting for them to come out now and basically get the ball rolling. But I cannot wait, because it's such a, I don't want to say hassle, but it's so hard work bathing her. I've even bought now some no water rinse shampoo and no water rinse shower gel to like give her really nice bed baths, because it's just so flipping hard. It's so hard, and it's dangerous as well. Even I can't lift her out the bath anymore, my husband does it. But even, there's been a couple of times where I thought, are you going to drop her there? You know, it's scary. It's Wednesday today, it's usually bath day today, so I'm just thinking I'm going to get everything set up for when she gets home from school. I'm going to make it really nice, like make it dark in the front room and put all the lights on. She's got like these disco lights. And then I'll wash her hair with that no rinse and just make it into a big game and see how we get on. I'm not actually seeing my mother-in-law. She usually comes down twice a week to help, you know, just to sit with Isabel, maybe help her with the tea and just play with her, and I'll be sat like in the conserve. I'll still be downstairs, but I'll sat in the conserve, just a break. But she's been quite poorly as well, and with a cough, so I was like, no, stay away from the house. You were not getting this child ill before, you know, we go into the hospital. Talking about the hospital, I don't want to say that I'm always right, but I knew I was right here. Danny, my husband, he was under the impression that that solid week that we are in hospital, that let's say that I said I want to nip downstairs and get some dinner and go and get a coffee, I could sit down there for an hour and the nurses would look after her. But after having another video consultation with the physios, I just double checked because I thought he's not right, he's definitely not right. So I said, you know, basically everything that I just said. Then she said, no Deborah, you stay with her for the whole of the time. If you need to go to the loo, you'll have to shout a nurse to sit with her for 5 or 10 minutes. If you want to go for a coffee, it's a quick dash downstairs. You know, there's no one there to actually sit with them, which I knew that. So I'm glad to be proven right for a change. For a change. I don't know why I've not finished this page off before now, because there's not really a whole lot to do. I might add some gel pen here and there maybe. I don't know. We're taking her to a safari as well before the surgery. Possibly, we wanted to do it next weekend, but the weather's getting even colder, so it might be this weekend. I can't for the life of me remember. I'm going to check on my phone where it is. So I think it's West Midlands Safari, and we're just going to take her there just for the day. But we was looking at like all these lodges, and I cannot believe how expensive they are. I bet you they're absolutely brilliant, and Isabel would love it. So this might be one of the things that we save up for in the future, because we can't take her on like beach holidays and stuff like that. So we're thinking the Tiger one. I mean, it is expensive for what it is. But look at these rooms, and you've got the glass there to see the animals. Don't come for me if you don't like zoos and stuff. It's got a hot tub, she'd absolutely love that. So you can see the tigers there. But you're talking, for 2 nights, for me, my husband and Isabel, nearly £2 grand. Nearly £2 grand, so it was like, ugh. So it'll be something that we save up for that, and it'll be like a birthday, Christmas present rolled in one for her, that sort of thing. But I think that she'd love that. She loves going to the zoo. If you saw my vlog of Chester Zoo, just everything about the day, that child loves it. So looking forward to going there. Whether we go this weekend or next, I don't know, because apparently there's snow coming next week, and I'm literally sat here in a vest with my window open. I do need to nip out shortly as well, because it's World Boot Day tomorrow at school, and she's not actually got a favourite. My husband had a point. He said, you're spending £15–20 on an outfit and she's not got a favourite boot. Like, she doesn't watch Disney or anything like that. He said, you use one of the costumes that she's already got, and it's either Halloween or Christmas. But I just didn't want her to feel like, you know, she weren't being included. So I'm just going to nip to the local Asda, I think. Where's the pen? Let me just write my name. I can't talk when I'm writing because I'll get the spelling wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm going to get a couple of gel pens. No, we'll do that pink first, and then I'll get a couple of gel pens. So we ended up doing like the big weekly shop as well last night, and we took her 3-wheeler jogger, and oh my god, that's so much lighter than that thing that she sits in on a daily. It was like pushing a cloud. It really was. We've got I don't want to say a carer, like the direct payments lady. She took her swimming a couple of weeks ago in school. She's coming round actually tonight to check that the new wheelchair fits in her car. It'll fit in her car, I've no doubt that it'll fit, but I don't think she's going to be able to lift it in. So if that's the case, then Isabel can't go swimming anymore, and we'll have to knock the direct payments on the head. again, I keep saying it, it is what it is. There's no point in whinging about it. This is what I was saying to my husband. He's one of them that he really does dissect everything. He wants to know step by step what's happening, whereas I'm a little bit more laid back and I'll go with the flow, and whatever happens, happens. It's because it's going to happen, so what's the point in worrying about it? So he's terrible because we don't know what's going to happen in these 3 weeks. These 3 weeks of being in hospital, and then the intense physio and the hydrotherapy. We just don't know. You know, we can ask all the questions that we want, but you can only be so prepared. And because it's me that's going to be in hospital with her all that time on my own, I said to him, "You just stop, stop, because you're stressing me. It's me that should be worrying. Just don't worry about it. I'll be fine." I think he's more concerned because we're sleeping in the same room, and because Isabel's already a bad sleeper, that I'm not going to get any rest. So I'll have to make sure that I've got plenty of boots. I'm going to take a couple of colouring boots with me, probably a Clara one and maybe a Hannah Calzone one, maybe. Or a Kirby one, maybe. I don't think I'd get away with taking a diamond painting with me, do you? Because I'd need quite a big table for that. But I did manage to finish, I think we're coming on a week and a half ago now, the wolf diamond painting, and I've completely and utterly neglected my diamond painting channel. This obviously is my main channel, so all my energy goes into this first and foremost, but I don't think that many people are really interested in diamond painting, particularly on this channel, so that's why I don't really mention it all that often anymore. I suppose it's just like me talking about reading boots. You're not here for reading boots, you're here for colouring boots and art, aren't you? I just want to add a couple more details, and then I think I'll just add a little bit of gel pen, and then this page will be done. My belly's rumbling, so that means that I'm going to have to go and make dinner. We're only, oh no, we're 25 to 12 now. And then get out of the house for a quick walk there. I've managed to do the housework this morning, I've done the beds, fresh bedding. I cannot wait to get into bed tonight. I did my tan last night, so I need to have a shower and wash it off before I go out. So yes, things to do. That candle might need a little bit of shading as well. That looks a bit flat. It looks a little bit flat. Rollo, don't you dare. Oh, she's just sitting at the top step. We're okay. So yeah, I'm sort of trying to get as much done as I possibly can in these next 2 weeks, but also just chilling out, trying not to worry. I've started watching the if you're not from the UK, you might be able to get it, Coronation Street. I don't like the new one. I've not watched it in years and years and years, but the really old ones from when I was like a teenager, they're aired on TV, 2 episodes a day. My mum's boyfriend, technically my father-in-law, he told me about it, and I think I watched about 6 episodes yesterday, and I didn't feel guilty at all. I binge watched them and I really enjoyed it, and I'm dead excited to watch the next episode. It's where Bethany's only a baby. Yeah, really enjoying it. And then we're watching Happy Valley. I needed to catch up, that's why I watched it on my own because I fell asleep. Excuse me. Whew. Yeah, so we're watching that together, me and Dana. Apart from that, we haven't really done anything. We went out for a Valentine's Day date. We went to my favourite restaurant in the daytime. It's different in daytime though. So I got the usual food that I'd order at night time, where it's a lot of food to have at that time of day, and it was very, very quiet in there, and we couldn't really get dressed up. I mean, don't get me wrong, we still enjoyed the meal, but it was just a different experience. But he had the day booked off. Oh, it was American football, it was the Super Bowl. He stopped up and actually watched it. So we had the next day booked off. We went for a nice dinner. We went to a lovely farm shop and got some nice food and whatnot, and went to a garden centre and just spent the day together. But yeah, apart from that, it's just been the usual, you know, everyday stuff that you get up to. We're missing a bit of his nose. I think I'll do the gel pen off camera because I'll take it downstairs and finish it off and maybe bling it up, maybe some stickles actually. We shall see. I've got a couple of things. I need to work on that Hannah Calzon page as well, but that'll be later on. Where's his nose? There it is. I'd lost the nose, oh. That nose is done. But thank you again for bearing with me, and members being patient with my mood swings. I think I just needed my husband to have a good talk to me and just try and make sense of what's going on. I really do appreciate every single one of you and your nice comments, and you know what I'm like for commenting back. I'm terrible. I'm not just like that on YouTube, I'm like that in real life. I'm like that in real life. Ring me up, I'll be on the phone for ages. Messages, text messages, WhatsApp, Facebook. Yeah, I have to voice chat. But I think I'm going to end the video here because I do need to nip out and get some things done. But hopefully the next video that you do see will either be my finished pages, which it's not going to be a mega long one. I'll probably include this one maybe once I've finished all the stickers and stuff. But I think I'm better off doing it, otherwise when March rolls around I'm not going to get hardly anything done and then I'll just end up putting these pages away. So I'm better off doing it, I think, because then pages will get forgotten about if I don't. But thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble on as per usual. Take care of yourself and I will see you in my next video. Bye.